I want to pivot on this one to Peter. We heard your comments about culture, and we have people listening at home. Let's just be blunt and honest. What's white America's role in this?
Too often it's theft. You know, professors call it hegemony. You know, it's like you turn on the Grammys, and for the soul singer category, one of them is a white guy who used to be on Mickey Mouse Club, and the other one, his daddy used to be on a show called Growing Pains. I almost said Growing Stains. You know, Langston Hughes had a poem in the 20s that said, "They have taken my blues and gone. They've also taken my spirituals and gone." You know, for 24 years at Eastern, I taught hip-hop lyricism in African-American culture, and music in classes like Black Music and Social Change. All aspects of black music in American society have been co-opted, okay, and attempted theft has gone down. All forms of popular music in America are tied to African-American culture. Huh? Even country western music, okay? D. Ford Bailey's, his theme song, okay? The Pan American Blues was the theme song for the Grand Ole Opry. You shouldn't me, you want me to?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, you got about 30 seconds.
I thought I got the blunt high
Yeah,
side.
you got 30 seconds.
But you know what I'm saying? Just to go to hip hop. When hip hop started out, it was vibrant. It was culture saving. Because of cultural control outside of the black community, hip hop artists, the real hip hop artists who are still making music, do not have First Amendment rights. Okay? The people that are put up on the hip hop pedestal these days, they're talking about selling drugs, selling booty, you know, hoochie mama stuff, you know, but that's not the real hip hop. Just like people like you see on this stage in this audience, they aren't represented on television and so forth.
Got it. So, Peter, coming back to you, because, you know, I like to be direct. I think you're a white man, right? So, you know, I was raised in a house where it's like, you know, if you want white people to understand, have a white man talk to them. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because what's the role of white America in this? How do you appreciate the culture, not commercialize it, not cannibalize it, you know, but still appreciate it? Because we're fly, we're great, but what's the role in terms of how we shift? Because what I want to do is move forward to a solution.
Yeah, I am a white male. And I think it's important that there's leadership within communities. People always talk about, you know, how are African Americans going to teach white people, right, about racism. And the real obligation is European Americans to teach other European Americans about racism and take that education back to our families around the Thanksgiving Day dinner table, to raise it in the social spaces that we occupy, the bars, the schools, the corporate boardrooms, and other spaces. And you see a dearth of that leadership. So that notion that there needs to be white leadership and it has to be done largely within our own community, and you see a real absence of that. But that's part of the broader normalizing of whiteness, right? When you normalize it and you make that the benchmark, then it's not our problem, right? So there's this awareness component that needs to be there before you're going to get the education, the insight that's necessary for that. I would caution, though, about, I mean, the culture is very important, but there's a difference between culture and belief systems, right, and culture and framing. Culture aids framing, right, but the culture needs to be used in an intentional way to be supporting the kind of narratives, the beliefs, the values that can change policy. And there needs to be a much tighter understanding of the interrelationship between beliefs and institutions and how media and culture and things can be intentionally made there. There's another kind of couplet I like, and this comes from Foucault, that says there can never be a claim to knowledge without a claim to power, and there can never be a claim to power without a claim to knowledge. So if you simply commodify the culture and the beliefs, and you're not actually changing the way that that's influencing power or asserting new claims to power, that can influence policy, that can create equity, then we're missing the cycles that we need to be putting together in terms of connecting the dots in a way that can get the types of progress that you're looking for.
Wow. Okay, so that's good. So that's good. Let's give them a round of applause for that part.